Hey, Chief here, and I have another thought. Today I was just thinking about intelligence and what it means, because oftentimes today, like at least I'm seeing today, is that people are just being told that they're intelligent, and I guess that's a part of the bigger narrative. Maybe that's why people want representation so much. Like they want to be associated with things so that they can easily um, make decisions, or they can make assessments. It's easier to make an assessment with a simple association attached to you. But I don't believe that intelligence can be imbued upon somebody, or even a group, or even there's a likelihood that somebody's going to be more intelligent. I do believe that it is innate in people that they can contextualize and see the society around them a certain way, based upon their composition and their makeup, which is their DNA. But I don't necessarily think that has any genetic markers that are visible to us, which means like our incidental characteristics, you know. I think oftentimes that has to do with lineage and things of that nature. But other than that, you know, I don't know. But just more on intelligence, because oftentimes I feel dumb all the time, and I think that that's always helped me, you know. And sometimes that makes me not confident, maybe. That's why I don't speak so declaratively about a lot of things, even though oftentimes people will say that I do. And that's one thing too, that sometimes, since I'm so confident in what I say and the way things I say, I'm emotive, I'm passionate about what I say, and I am, because I think that I know what I'm talking about. And that's because I think that I've done the requisite research to speak about what I'm speaking about. That's why certain things I'm just not going to touch, even though I may allude to them, like spiritual matters or things of that nature, because I'm just getting into that. And like, for me to be so, you know, just, I think it's just so patronizing and just so ridiculous that people can, you know, get into things and then use their exuberance or the elation of this revelation that they came through, and then automatically think they should become a teacher, or a professor, or even are knowledgeable about the subject. And the only reason why I went my path spiritually is because a lot of other intelligent minds that I've gauged as intelligent, especially by their works, have led me to have this new understanding, a greater intelligence, that I think can't be measured on any chart, or there's no number that you can place on intelligence. I think that's a part of further creating these, you know, these associations that I think are very simple. They may not necessarily be false. They may have some good things there, but I think with a lot of the way intelligence is being gauged today, or has been in the past, which is still remnants of today, which is, you know, steeped in, you know, Nazism for the most part, but they've been doing it, phrenology and all that shit. Like all that stuff was some form of you know, way to gauge or measure intelligence. So it's not anything new. We've been doing it actually since ancient times. But it, you know, that's neither here nor there. And there's definitely been standouts in intelligence. But the way, if we think we're going to simply associate intelligence, we're really going to have to do some really great digging on, you know, who historical figures actually were, what were their genetic makeups, things of that nature, if we want to do the simple association route of intelligence, engaging someone's intelligence, which I think is just, again, another way to create categories to create a caste system, essentially. And that's what this system is a caste system. I purposely will be mum on certain words, because people know what I'm talking about if you know my views. I don't necessarily have to be incendiary. I can make people think and understand what I'm saying, and they can apply it across the board. I don't have to allude or say specific words or terms that also are being used now to falsely associate people in this society, which I think is, you know, maybe a comeuppance or something, you know. So it kind of bothers me, because I know that our people are going to face the brunt of it, and we are, because you know, it's not. And it's because these so-called supposed intelligent people are telling us that since we're not smart and we can't handle ourselves, that's all a lot of this rhetoric has been, is saying black people can't do shit because of white supremacy. So the white supremacist liberal from these institutions who's saying they're smart only because they're associated with the institution, not because they're displaying any type of intelligence outside of, being intelligent enough to get a degree so they can have this status, this manufactured status of intelligence based upon their 4 years or 8 years or whatever at this institution, which is not nothing to balk at. But if you're not showing your intelligence, I think I can't really accept that, especially if you're thinking in these simple associations. But, that's neither here nor there, because I do think in simple associations too, and I can't help it. And maybe it's natural for our survival. I already wrote an essay kind of about associations, but, made me thinking about intelligence specifically because, oftentimes people tell me things like you're silver-tongued or things of that nature, or, and that makes people not want to engage with me. And I understand that there's something that I have to change within my delivery and how I speak to people, and how I disseminate my own knowledge or my own, level of intelligence when trying to, let my opinion and my feelings know. And also, hopefully, people can gain something from, the knowledge that I have attempted to gain over the years, or that I have gained and that I am attempting to, share in some capacity. Which I do through my art, of course, my poetry and my novel and my book of short stories, of course, show all that. But at the same time, I believe that in this day and age, especially if I want to get myself out there, I must, I must find a way to, speak better and display my intelligence better. If I am even seeming intelligent at all. I could seem like a complete moron, and I could just be filled with the most illusions of grandeur you ever want to meet in your life, but, it is what it is. But yeah, that's my thought of the day.